disgusting.
Hey, Renaissance Man here, also known as Fire in My Bones on the hammock forums, here enjoying beautiful Paris Mountain State Park in Greenville, South Carolina on a rainy morning. Here to talk to you today about leaving no trace, or LNT. We're going to be talking about a best practice of packing out anything that is packed in. Any kind of waste that's left in, we need to make sure that we dispose of it properly. Most of the time, I'm just bothered. Sometimes I get straight mad when I come across trash on the trail. It bothers me. Why would somebody be so inconsiderate as to leave their garbage for someone else to pick up?
On well-maintained trails.
I don't know. However, sometimes it may just be out of a lack of education. And as I'm aspiring to be a teacher, please follow me as I show you how to leave no trace. If while coming along the trail, I notice trash, pick this up, and I put this in a bag down in my pocket. That way I don't have anything gross up against me, but I'm also not leaving it out in the woods. More trash. If you're walking along, all of a sudden the urge strikes and it's time to go. Really feel that rumbly in your tumbly. And you say, you know, I don't have any toilet paper with me. It's not a bad thing. It takes toilet paper up to a year to biodegrade, and in some cases 2 years depending upon the kind, out in the woods. So you'll notice I'm walking along this trail here, very close to water. So one thing that I'm going to need to make sure that I do is find a spot at least 200 yards away from water. I do not want anything that I end up doing to run off into that beautiful lake. So it's time to head off trail. I like to go a ways off. So if we turn around and look back, you can just barely see the water way over there. Can't see the trail at all. Found a spot. Sometimes I may bring a trowel. The only time I'm ever really going to bring a trowel is if I'm planning on doing a fire ring, and I'm going to do an episode on a fire ring as well. But since I've got my trowel with me, I'm going to demonstrate this skill with the trowel. However, a stick that you find along the trail will do this just as well, though it may take a little bit more effort. So if, when the urge strikes you, things are coming quickly, it's nice to have a tool like this, and the weight will be listed here. So I'm going to go kind of here at the base of a tree, and I'm going to dig a hole out here between the roots somewhere where it's not going to be so bad. I'm going to remove some of the material off the top, and then dig a hole. I'm going to remove this material and just set it aside. So I've got my hole here, and I want to make sure that it's at least 6 inches deep. And I know that right here at this line that I've marked on mine is 6 inches from the tip. So if I come in, I notice I'm still probably about 1.5 inches off. Slow going with a stick. So it's kind of nice to have one of these. They offer metal trowels as well, but the orange plastic one hasn't failed me yet. Now that the hole is deep enough, I'm going to get my trowel out of the way. I don't want my trowel to touch anything near what I'm going to be doing. I've got two options. I can keep my pants down around my ankles, or I can take them off completely. Since I'm far enough away from the trail, I would most likely just take the pants off completely. That's going to make everything a lot easier to deal with. Elsewise, mess is the real only word that I can describe option number one. So you squat over the hole and you do your business. Once you're done doing your business, don't stand up. It's like the bomb doors closing on that B-52. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to use leaves around us. It's best not to use any leaves that are green because we don't want to damage the plant. So if you can find, and this is kind of a scrawny little leaf, that's not going to do me enough good. However, this leaf is going to work just fine. So I'm going to worry about this, and I'm just going to reach up under and do the business. Make sure you don't get anything on your hands. Drop that right down on top. There are plenty of good sized leaves around here. Another nice one. If you've got leaves like this and you still feel kind of gross, you can fold them over, then you have 2-ply. There you go. So do your business, drop it in the hole. Try not to get anything on your hands. Once you're done with that, what I tend to do is I take a stick or something along those lines and take a couple more leaves, drop them in the hole, and stir this stuff up. Then I break the stick off, the part that did not actually touch anything, and I push that down as well. Stirring it all up gets the microbes going, and this is going to make everything biodegrade much faster. Then I'm going to take my hand sanitizer spray. I'm going to spray my hands. You're also going to see a picture of what kind of hand sanitizer spray. There it is. And then once my hands are good and clean, I'm going to come back up over to my trowel. Take my trowel, and I'm just going to put some of this dirt on top, making sure not to touch anything that may have missed. I would have used those sticks earlier that I stirred everything up with to have already removed that and to clean the area. So once I've kind of got everything here, and I've got a good solid push, I can just kind of push down on that. Remove all the rest of the dirt from the surrounding area that I had removed, and really pack that back down into the hole. Now, the leaves just kind of scattered through here. I'm going to take some of the fresh ones that don't have dirt on them and just kind of lay them over the top. And then it looks reasonably like nobody's been through here. Trowel's all dirty. Take a bunch of leaves. Just wipe it right off your trowel. Mostly, leaving no trace is about keeping things looking nice, beautiful. We want our natural surroundings to last long after this generation has passed. My great-grandchildren to be able to enjoy everything that I am enjoying about nature right now. Every time we go out and just leave our trash all over the place, it's disturbing to me. Particularly as a Christian, I feel I've been called to be a steward of the earth, not someone who is here to just plow through, but to take care of. Because this earth is not mine. It was I was the one placed here on it to take care of it.
Anytime you're in the woods and you see trash, what should you do with it?
Pick it up.
You pick it up. If you have trash with you, like an empty water bottle, what should you do with it? We should recycle it. Very good. And if we're out in the woods and it starts raining, should we still pick up trash?
Yes.
Why?
Because that's what it's littering.
Yeah, it's littering. Very good. Thank you all so much for your help. I appreciate that. Give yourselves a big round of applause.